All right, so I'm curious, since you've already tasted a few.
Just one.
Oh, just one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, you just served yourself less than me because I am a giant.
Correct.
Oh, I understand. Well, how is it?
They're fine. They're not as good as a restaurant, I think, but they're good for oven baked.
Okay.
And the sauce is interesting. I think I'd rather have eel sauce. It's tempura sauce, and it has a vague maple flavor.
Okay, well let me
Hot.
let me
I
give
burnt
this a
my
shot.
tongue.
Oh, really? They're that hot? I got to tell you that coming down the stairs, it smelled very good in here.
Yeah.
There's a certain smell.
I didn't know how many to give you.
Yeah, it's fine. I couldn't help but notice you also made a giant salad.
Yeah, it was giant.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I probably could have had just a few less, but it's fine. I like food, and I'm willing to try new things. So my first thought is that I do like these. I think for something from the freezer aisle, these are actually quite good. But generally, my experience with stuff from the freezer aisle is if you do it in a oven, it tends to be pretty good, and you do it in the microwave, and the results are, questionable. The sauce,
It did recommend an air fryer, which we do not have, and I do not want to get because we don't have any space.
the sauce is good. What is it?
It's supposed to be tempura sauce.
Okay. Yeah, it's I like it. I like these. There's
Oh, good. There's like another 4 servings this big.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, those are good. By the way, hello everyone, and welcome to Thursday. Give me a little napkin here. So those are from Costco. I'll put a picture of what the box looks like on screen. We were there the other night, and decided to just pick something up randomly. We walked by it and it looked good, and we were like, sure, let's give this a shot. And I like those. I like those, and I don't know how I'll feel when I get to the end of this stack of... How many are there? You gave me 6. Once I get to the end of this stack of 6, but that first one was good, and I like the sauce. I liked that a lot. So, little update about me. I woke up this morning, and I felt pretty similar to how I had felt yesterday. Day goes on, and I'm feeling all right. I'm hesitating here because, and I said this morning on breakfast stream. I said I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie and be like I'm better than yesterday because I'm not completely convinced I am. I feel to an extent that I've kind of hit like a plateau, and I'm sure that I'm going to continue to get better, but I don't feel like I'm there yet. I had a message from Emil this morning because he knew I was sick, and he said, how are you feeling? And I said, the first 50% of my recovery happened in like 2 days. And I was like, this last 50% is not coming at the same rate. It's not linear, not at all. Because the first 2 days on Saturday and Sunday, I felt really miserable, and I laid in bed. And then on Monday, I felt considerably better than I did, before that. And I feel like I'm definitely, I'm sure, still making progress, but I'm not better yet. And actually today I felt just a little bit of what I was dealing with in my head kind of start to enter my chest. So I've added Mucinex to the mix as well. So I'm taking so many pills. This sucker can fit so many pills inside. And I'm hopeful that we'll start to see this like actually, decline. And like clearly I'm way better than I was a few days ago, right? But it just, I can tell, there's elements about myself that I can tell aren't quite right. And I'm really waiting for that to get better, because tomorrow makes a week that I have been sick. And while I've made a lot of progress in that week, I'm not better. And really looking forward to being better.
You know what'll make you better? Shrimp, Caesar salad, and Kepler.
You know, I always heard that it was chicken noodle soup, Gatorade, and Jesus, but I think that yours has a lot of merit too.
I think it does.
Yeah, definitely. A little bit later, and hallelujah, I have the wedding edited. Well, I have the vlog version of the wedding edited. Although, in some ways, that's actually harder. It's probably strange, but it's a little harder to do the vlog version because for the actual wedding, I'm really not cutting much. The audio is the same. I'm keeping the actual audio that was, there. And for the vlog version, I have to change audio because there's a bunch of copyrighted songs that were used in the wedding, and I can't take the risk of putting those onto YouTube because I don't know what will happen to them either now or in the future. So I have to alter the vlog version, so it's actually harder to make the vlog version, but I'm exporting it now. Hooray. Hopefully that'll be out soon. Today is the first day of December, so first things first, a shout out to our Patreon producers. Names are on screen now. Thank you. Thank you so much. It has been a wild year for us, a year of many, many changes, and I just want to take the opportunity to say thank you for your support. Thank you for believing in us and the stuff that we make, and helping us through this transition period in our lives, because it's really what it's been. Moving was a big thing, as it is, I think, for anyone. But it's taken a long time to get settled in, and we're still not quite there yet. But we're doing our best. We're doing our best. Anyway, along that same train of thought, it's hard to believe that we are here at the end, right? The end of 2022 is nearly here. We only have a month. And as I reflect back on the year, I realize how wild it's been. Because the beginning of this year started with my second TGA episode. And that led into a bunch of tests and procedures to make sure that I was okay. And I found out I was. There's no signs of seizure or anything. And then I had other medical issues with my stomach and my abdomen, where I had just wild pain, didn't know what was going on, saw a gastroenterologist for months, had every oscopy that you can imagine, to ultimately be told, you're fine. I'm sure some of you are now like, that's right, that happened this year. Also, what happened with that? It went away. It went away. It was something that I dealt with for months, and it concerned me. And I got checked out, and I was told that I was okay. And I said, okay. And then I moved. And I have had an instance of it, maybe 2 instances of it, since I've lived in Raleigh. But that's been it. Otherwise, it disappeared. So many things in my life that they've, when I have medical issues, a lot of times it's like, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong. You wouldn't happen to be stressed, would you? And I'm like, no. But I think I've just had the 2 instances of it in Raleigh. By and large, this year has been very transformative for me in many ways, actually, because there was a lot of health stuff in the first half, and I took the opportunity to get everything checked out and know that I was okay up here and that I was okay in here. And then, of course, the move has been huge, not only because moving sucks and moving is huge, but also coming to an area that we are unfamiliar with. We didn't have any friends here whenever we moved here. And then we got them. We got friends. Alex and Haley, who had agreed to move to Raleigh, also, we knew they were coming, but they're here, and that's been fantastic. We have never lived close to Alex and Haley, and it's always been a big bummer. I mean, if anyone's watched the vlogs from the past years, I mean, you'll know that we spent a lot of time with Alex and Haley in the past. Like, we would get together multiple times a year, go on trips and do all sorts of things. And the fact that they now live just, close by is awesome. It's super awesome. Then we got Brandon, and unknown to the audience, we were getting Brandon, Dan, and Josh all at the same time. Josh was a huge surprise. But the cards aligned in a way that he's here too. And to go from just the two of us to the seven of us has just been phenomenal. But the other thing that's happened this year is that I have delegated more work to other people, and I have worked less, and I have been under less stress. I know that that's a bad segue whenever I talk about I've had abdomen issues that went away on their own, and I guess they were stress, but it's true. I have worked less, and I have had less stress. And I think that is a good mental transition for me into this new place, into Raleigh. The summer was stressful. That was true. The summer, in fact, I can go on record as saying I believe the summer was the most stressful time of my entire life. I probably did a good job of hiding it, but I was more stressed than I think I've ever been, for longer than I've ever been. And it was really rough. But I made it. And now a lot of that stress has disappeared. There's still plenty of things to worry about. There's still plenty of things to do. I'm still, as of right now, this moment, behind on stuff. And I'm working at it. But I am more stress-free. And I am, and this is so important, I am happier. I'm happier than I have been in a long time. And I don't mean to insinuate that I've been unhappy, but where I am right now, this second, I'm happier than I've been in a long, long time. And that's really meaningful to me. This year has been a roller coaster. When this year started, we did not know that we would be moving. We wanted to. We knew that we wanted to go somewhere with friends, but we weren't sure it was going to happen this year, and we hadn't decided on a place. So this year has really been a wild roller coaster. But I'm glad that it seems to be pulling into the station. It seems to be over. And I'm really glad at where we wound up. I guess in this analogy, it's less of a roller coaster and more of a tram, because a roller coaster comes back to the same place it started, and a tram goes to a new destination. Anyway, analogies are hard, so we won't worry about it. That is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. The worst of the year, is behind me. Carly's wedding was very, very fun, but it was a little stressful, obviously, to shoot and do all of that stuff. And as you know, since I'm finishing that, that's behind me, and it's now time to just focus on, getting through the rest of the year. And I'm looking forward to it. I really am. And more importantly, I'm very excited for next year. We have a lot of plans and things that I'm really looking forward to. But first, we have to get through the rest of December. Thanks for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?